So the newest mod for the Pajeros come in, and as you can tell by the packaging, it is a light bar from STEDI. It's an ST3520. I think it's 26 inches in total. And I'm going to be using this as a rear light, like a reversing light, because anyone that has the standard lights know that obviously they're not very bright when you're out four-wheel driving. Like, they're really just essentially for around a car park and around town. And yeah, when I'm out and I'm needing to reverse up a track at night, it's a bit too dark to see. So, you know, for $100 odd or $150 odd, I'll be able to install this on the back and I won't have any problems anymore. That is a floodlight. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is probably a little bit bigger than what I needed, but surprisingly the smaller ones were more expensive. Like, I know there might be a higher quality, like a bit more brighter looms or something, but you know, this one was, I think it was $90, but I had a $10 discount, so it was $80, and this is around about, like, I don't know, $30. I honestly can't remember. So yeah, for under $150, it'll make my life a little bit easier out four-wheel driving. So that's what it looks like. Instructions that we never need. Oh, the packaging is already open, but there's my bolts and stuff. I'll try not to lose them. Yeah, so here she is. Nice slimline one, and I'm just gonna mount it to the back of my car, so hopefully that'll work out alright. This switch is a, I don't know if it says it on here. But it doesn't actually connect to my high beams or my spotlights or anything like that. It's an independent one that I can, yeah, see a single output wiring loom. So I'll be able to turn the reverse light on, like on and off whenever I'm wanting to. So that's a good thing that I like is, yeah, for my last STEDI light bar that I bought, you have to buy a piggyback and stuff to get it on because of the headlights in the back in the Pajero. So yeah, so I bought this because I'll just be able to wire it straight through, just connect it to my battery and then run the switch to the front of my car. And yeah, there's no like difficult wiring, you know, I'm terrible at wiring, and if I can do this, you can do it too. So just double checking it's all working and it's all here. It's so exciting being able to unbox things, like sort of like your birthday, except you've spent money on it, which kind of sucks. This is a bit of a mess. Alright. So this is obviously where it just connects up to my battery. And then this should just be a nice easy plug into there. And then this is the switch that I'll run up to the front of my car. And then yeah, I'll just be able to turn it on whenever I want. It won't automatically turn on when I turn the reverse lights on. And you know what? If somebody's really annoying me behind me, I can just flash them with my light bar if it's nighttime. So hopefully I can install this by the time it gets dark, and then I'll be able to show you what it actually looks like at nighttime. Okay, so I'm going to be putting these on like this instead of like this, because the way that I'm going to install them, I can't have, like, the bolt won't fit like that. So if you keep on watching, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But at least putting these on is nice and easy. It comes with everything that you need. I won't tighten them up all the way, just put them in so that I can adjust the angle that I want the brackets on after I've installed it on. So sit like that. Okay, so that's the way that the light bar looks now with the brackets. Nothing fancy, only takes a minute to do that. And then I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'll be sticking them on like that onto my roller platform rack. Also, these didn't come with the STEDI kit and all that, but I've got these. I forgot what they're called, but you can get them from like super cheap, and they just slide right into the roof rack. So as you can see, you slide that along and it's not going to pull out. So I've got two of them to just put in there, and then I should just be able to chuck that on like that, and then if I fasten a bolt to it, that's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so line it up so it's in the middle-ish of your roof rack, and then you're just gonna want to secure these bolts. So my plan to have it sort of hidden where you can't really see the wire is I've tucked this in here, and I reckon I'm going to run it straight back around down here, and then hopefully this should just be able to connect up to my battery here, and then this switch I'll be able to throw up the front somewhere. So I'll give that a little play around now. So I've just got the wire running all the way through my roof rack down here, and it looks like we have just enough length to be able to reach the battery, and this switch should still be able to run up to the front all right. And I'm just earthing the relay over here. You'll just need a self-tapping screw. So my switch is long enough to reach the front, but only sort of around here. I don't think it will be quite long enough to tuck in around here. So I haven't 100% figured out where I'm going to install it, but I'll show you guys what it looks like with the light bar turned on. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but that is the light that I've installed. So here it is on the top. I don't know if you guys can still see, but it's still fairly daylight, like a lot of sun around still. So this is quite bright if it's already this bright. So it will be interesting to see what it's like when it's pitch black, but it is lighting up our house quite well. It's a bit hard to see, but yes, this is it. And you know, it is probably very excessive for a reverse light, but like I said, there were smaller ones that were like 7.5 inches and like 11.5 inches, and they were the same price. So I thought, for the same price that you're paying for a smaller one, may as well get a bigger one. Like, I don't know, bigger better, looks nice, and it's definitely nice and bright. So like, look at that. I'll just have to angle it on the right way. But you know what, that might even come in handy when I'm out camping and prepping some food and stuff, but it's a bit too bright for my eyes. But yeah, that would be so nice for out 4-wheel drive.